Yo guys, I'm Grady.
I'm Aussie.
Hello, I'm Benji.
And we are here today in all corners of the world. I'm personally at the NRG Hot Pockets Castle because Aussie is all the way out in Australia and Benji's all the way out in England, but we still wanted to put Aussie on the Hot Pockets hot seat and answer the internet's most searched questions about him. So we are going to get into that right now. How are you feeling, Aussie?
I'm feeling good. When we first came into this, I didn't know this was the hot seat. This is my first time hearing about that. So I guess we'll see. There's a lot of, I know my community especially has trolled me on Google with a lot of fake information. So it will be interesting to set it right or just run into it. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Benji, how are you feeling? This is your first time as a host of a video.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. You know, Grady was feeling a bit lazy to do his job properly, so he got me in.
All right. First question, Benji, I think you got it.
Yeah. First question, how did AussieAntics join NRG?
I'm still asking myself that question. I get asked that one every day. It's my favorite, like, backhanded comment. Man, you joined NRG? No way. I never thought that'd happen. That's crazy. How'd you get in? And it's like, thanks, man. I don't know, I guess. Honestly, kind of crazy. The story was literally, I was telling this the other day on stream, like, I've been in love with NRG since the very beginning, not even just Fortnite, like Apex, Rocket League, all that. But it was literally a tweet by Grady. Grady tweeted out, like, you know, who are we signing next? And I just did little eyes emoji. Everyone went and blew it up. And then, like, the next day, Grady, like, DM'd me. And I was like, there's no way that was the start of this conversation. But I don't know, I've been making content for so long now, and I've been kept getting asked the org question. I've had a whole bunch of orgs reach out to me, but I always said the same thing, like, there's only pretty much like 2 or 3 orgs I'd actually want to join, and NRG was top of my list. So as soon as Grady reached out, it was pretty much just whatever it needed to make it happen, including moving to LA. So yeah,
dude, see, we are not just impression farming.
Yeah, exactly.
Put those tweets out.
These matter. Yeah, things actually come out of these. That's what I thought as well. I was like, well, worst comes to worst, I get a couple thousand likes, people freak out, maybe there's some rumors about NRG, that'll be awesome. I genuinely didn't think it was going to lead to anything, but it did, which is crazy.
It was still a bit of an impression farm.
Yeah,
still was a little
still
bit.
did numbers though, but
Benji, you joined, you didn't join through an impression farm, you joined because of your competitive nature.
I mean, it was basically because of Savage. At the end of the day, it was because of Savage, because I just started playing a bit a minute.
Before he got busted for soft aiming and was
yeah, that's rough. That was a rough one.
rough one. What is the AussieAntics curse?
Okay, I've cursed a lot of pros. I've killed a lot of pros. Like, again, I think most people do viewing parties or watch any kind of Fortnite competitive content, they have the same rumors going around that they like curse people. Like, as soon as you tune in, they die. And I've always said that's just because I'm watching people endgame, right? Like, I'm switching to whoever's fighting. So more likely they're going to die. But more and more over time, it's gotten to the point where I will literally watch someone, as soon as I compliment them or start to hype up anything to do with their gameplay, everything goes wrong. Like, I know there was a clip recently that went crazy, me watching Mongrel, and it was just, I was like, they're looking so good, they're playing so well, they're contested, and then within 2 seconds of the replay catching up, they were just completely dead. It's another elim down below. Oh, there it is though. Mongrel, Kiko, and Slender, okay, finding their way through. Man, they're playing so well. Okay. The fact they're doing this with some of the most and they're dead. There was one with Benji as well. I was watching Benji with something on high ground. Same thing. The server just desynced. Benji just fell and instantly died. I don't know. I'm guessing Saf would have been the same situation. I'm cursed. Genuinely cursed.
Benji, did you feel the curse on you?
I think I know what it was. I'm pretty sure it was the week 1 finals, I think, of
yeah.
FNCS.
Yep.
And we went high ground, and then like
the server just like stopped. It's a stuttering. Yeah. You like build something and just fell. I think like Joe and Shadow. I think one of them survived, but 2 of you just like basically just fell and died. It was like it chopped, but then it lagged. It was great. It was like one of my first times watching you play too, because I only started watching EU a lot this season. I was like, sweet, it just carries across continents too.
Yeah, so it's basically Aussie's fault that I died there.
You qualified though, to be fair. That was the week you popped off.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Curse and a blessing, I don't know. I love that you're still saying Aussie, by the way. That's gonna be good.
Oh,
You genuinely, it's a meme within my community, because it's like me going to LA, it's what everyone's gonna say. I gotta get used to it, because my real name is Sean, and you guys say Sean, so now it's gonna be Sean and AussieAntics. It's just, for some reason, I always name my stuff that Americans just can't say. It's fine. I always give Americans a hard time, but I genuinely don't care. Monster called it to me on the broadcast for like a year. Before I was like, bro, O-Z-Z-I-E, just pronounce it like that. And then he was like, Aussie, and I was like, there you go, you're set forever now. Because everyone does the Aussie. It's fine. I just find it so funny.
Aussie.
That's
I like
the
that
opposite.
American. I like
Aussie.
that American accent. How do you say it, Benji?
Aussie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I'll say
Brits
it.
know. The Brits know. Like everything that I like give the Americans a hard time for, always the Brits get it right. It's just something. Again, we're a lot closer. We're still like obviously baby Britain, so it makes a lot of sense.
All right, next question. Where is AussieAntics from?
I am from Sydney, Australia. Have been my whole life. I moved into my own house like a year ago. I was with my parents before that. I now live in technically the Blue Mountains, if you want to get more specific, which is like 2 hours outside of Sydney. Because I don't know, I just wanted somewhere that was real chill, real quiet. Just had to pay a ridiculous amount of money to get good internet here, but that was basically it. And I'm going from that to LA, I guess. So it's gonna be a pretty big change of lifestyle. But yeah, I was born in Sydney, Australia. Lived here my whole life. I've been to America a couple times, but I've never actually like lived anywhere else for any more than like a couple months. So yeah, Australia born and bred.
Are there any Hot Pockets in Australia? Have you ever seen them in the grocery store?
No, I haven't, but I have. So I've been to California 3 times when I was younger. Basically, I would like go to school. I would work during the school year. Our school year runs a bit different to America. I know you guys get like a huge summer break. We get our biggest break, which is at our summer, which is your guys' winter for like 6 weeks. So I would work during the year, save up, and I would travel and go and visit like family friends. They let me stay with them. So when I was like, I think 16, 17, and 18, at the end of each year, I went to California. So I've had a Hot Pocket before, but unless I'm mistaken, I've never seen one in Australia.
Let's go. What'd you think? I'm eating one right now. What was your take?
Good. I mean, like that's I'm trying to think, because now this would have been the fact that I even remember it means it must have been memorable, because that would have been I'm 27 now. It would have been like over 10 years ago. So yeah, I remember it being good. I liked it. American food. You guys get a hard time from a lot of people around the world. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't agree. I was loving American food.
All right, Aussie.
Nice.
Does AussieAntics know Spanish?
It's interesting. So obviously with me watching a bunch of NA Fortnite, I've always like tried, like I watch a bunch of the Hispanic pros. Like I watch a bunch of like Yelty, Elige, like P-God, all those guys. And I've always tried, and I've gone to the point now where I have like pretty decent Fortnite comms down. Like I can tell you like one dead low ground. Like I like uno muerto abajo. But could I tell you anything that isn't Fortnite related? Not a single chance. So like going to LA is going to be hilarious, because I know again when I used to be in LA, obviously there is a lot of Spanish there, and I'm gonna be able to pretty much almost fluently comm Fortnite, but nothing else. Like I can't ask the most basic questions you'd imagine to ask in Spanish. But yeah, it's just for me learning, and I always thought the Hispanic community might find it like maybe like insulting how bad I am, but after the few times that like they've been watching me, they find it hilarious, because apparently my accent, which already butchers English, just makes Spanish so much worse, but in a funny way. So I guess I get like a I'm trying pass, but that's about it. No, I'm not very good at it at all.
Does AussieAntics have any pets?
I do. I got Steve. I'm pretty sure that's what most people are asking about with that. I think I've got probably, I don't know, I've probably publicized my dog more than almost anyone else has in content, just because I love him so much and he's adorable. But yeah, I've got Steve, which was in the announcement if you guys saw him as well. He's what all my emotes, everything on my stream is branded after. Steve was a big one for me, because since I was like 10 years old, I wanted a corgi, and I always told my community I wanted a corgi, and like I was always going to get one as soon as I moved, so that when I moved, everyone was like, oh, you know, when are you getting Steve? When are you getting like your corgi? Because I already named it Steve. And then when I moved, obviously the pandemic hit, like my wife lost her job, everything was a bit rough. Like I just went full-time content, and my viewers like put up a donation goal. And I was like, look guys, I don't really need a dog. Like I feel a bit weird doing it. Like, no, do it. And I was like, okay, I put up a donation goal for Steve, and within a week, my community was able to get me enough money to buy Steve. So I've always felt like, because I owe my community so much with Steve, I try to put out as much Steve content as I can. So like I'll bring him on stream whenever I can. I put like photos up of him. I put out like cute little videos and stuff, because yeah, like I have Steve because of my community. Obviously things have changed now, but at the time it was looking like my lifelong dream of getting my own dog just wasn't going to happen. So it was, yeah, I love Steve to death. I also have a cat that I feel bad about that everyone kind of just doesn't see, but that's because she's old and just is a cat, and she just avoids us like the plague. But yeah, Steve's pretty much on stream as much as possible. If he was allowed in my stream room without just like going crazy and ruining things, I would have a camera on him, which is what I did when I first started streaming, but he moves around too much, so I just bring him in when I can.
That's dope. I'm getting a dog. Very soon, 6 weeks.
What are you getting?
Golden doodle, mini golden doodle.
Nice. Yeah, probably easy to control than a corgi. Yeah, that's the one thing. I always wanted a corgi. I didn't know what I was getting my hands into. Very difficult dog, but beautiful. But yeah, golden doodles are great.
Yeah, NRG Louise incoming.
Oh, nice.
Fall 2021.
So I'm going to get to meet Louise then, I'm guessing. Going to be at the castle and stuff?
Yes, Louise will be at the castle. Okay, Ozzy, this question was not searched for you.
Ooh.
But
We're putting you on the spot here. Granted, you haven't had much time to think about it, so we can just get that out in the air right now.
No time to think about it, but go.
No time, no preparation. He could make a mistake that he later corrects. Best Fortnite player in the major regions, NA East, NA West, EU.
Okay, that's such a tough one. I'm gonna do EU last because I'm gonna hold on to this relationship that me and Benji have for as long as possible. Okay, okay, so NA West.
I'm gonna be listening.
Yeah, you're very much there. This is great. My chat normally puts me on the spot, and I have to imagine the pros sometimes get to hear it, but being in the call, this is great. This is awesome. NA West. And this is not even the NRG plug. It's got to be Whale. Like it has to be Epic Whale.
Yeah.
Like they just like that trio runs the region. They just won again. Like they literally have not lost a trio FNCS, but Whale's been insane since World Cup as well. Obviously top 3 switched inputs, still won an FNCS. Like I think Whale has just like cemented himself as one of the best players ever, like across any region. NA East. That one is so NA East is so tough, and I think this is where I might have to. Well, I mean, obviously, for trio-wise, I think it's Censored, Edgy, Commandment, so I still get the NRG in there as well. Edgy, obviously, disgustingly good. I think if I've got to pick one player NA East, though, I think it's got to be Centered for me. Centered just coming from West, going to East, absolutely dominating since being there. Maybe not doing as well in, like, solo cash cups, but I think if there was, like, a stack solos tournament, like an invitational or kind of like a World Cup format, I think Centered would absolutely dominate in solos, too. So I've probably got to pick Centered on East. Like, I mean, their team has the highest average placement of any team with this most recent second place, 4 in a row. Now EU, this is the one. I'm so sorry, Benji. Most favorite EU player always on stream have said this to be Benji. I'm the biggest Benji fanboy, have been since the start, but you can't go past Tayson, man. Like Tayson's he's won everything, dude. Like, come on, you've got to agree with that one. Tayson has won everything.
I mean, you got it, right, Benji? You got to agree.
Listen. It was a rough grind, all right. It was a rough grind,
Yeah,
but
very rough grind.
Listen, next season, Uncon spot.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait and see what happens.
I believe it.
That is what I'm saying.
I believe it. And sticking with Joe and Shadow, I respect it as well. Not splitting up after a rough one, because again, it was rough to watch. Obviously, I watched the finals.
Yeah.
It's just let's hope for a new map. Let's hope for a new map and some more drop spots, maybe. Yeah. And then we should be chilling.
Yeah. Next question. Is AussieAntics moving to LA?
I am. Talked about that a little bit earlier in the video, so kind of spoiled that one. I am. Plan is obviously still getting like kind of visa and stuff sorted. It's a big deal, but plan is I want to spend Christmas and New Year's with my family. And then I want to go to LA. So it's going to be hopefully early January is the plan. Going to be taking my wife, taking Steve. Obviously the meme and I wanted it to be more of a blatant obvious. The fact that I was leaving my wife out of like, oh, can I bring Steve? But everyone's been asking. Yes, my wife is coming with me, which I'm super excited. I've been to California a couple of times. I was staying in like Orange County area. I've never been like closer to like the heart of LA, I guess you describe it, with the castle, but I'm super excited. I came up here to the mountains for the quiet life, and I was like, look, I really want to, settle down and relax and make content, but I can't help but feel like I'm missing out. Everything's going crazy, and I joined NRG, like we didn't announce it yet, but I didn't even know about Daquan and Hams, and now you've got like the Thoom house. It's like, it was already, I wanted to go to LA, and now just everything is happening there. So I'm sure you probably get the similar sort of vibes, Benji, sometimes. I mean, you're in more of a social hub than I am, but just everything's happening there. So yeah, I'm going, I'm going to be involved, and I'm super, super excited.
All right, well, Ozzy, that is all the questions we have for you today. Thanks for participating in the Hot Pockets Hot Seat. We can't wait to get you out to the NRG Hot Pockets Castle. Try out one of these delicious Hot Pockets. I'm eating the ham and cheddar right now. Really freaking good.
I remember when I had a Hot Pocket now, we were going for a trip. I think we were going to Santa Monica for the first time, and I got it was like a breakfast style one. It would have probably been similar to that. So that just that was a huge nostalgia hit back for me. But yes, I'm very excited to get to the castle and try a Hot Pocket for real, so I can make sure it's what I remember.
I mean, does this guy get any better? Is what I want to ask. Does it get any better than AussieAntics? Just coming to New York, day one, stoked about Hot Pockets. I don't think it does. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. We got a ton more content coming. Check out all our other channels. Shout out Hot Pockets. Later.